Hey folks, Ryan Patrick Murphy here, wishing you a happy Homebrew Wednesday. I have a little bit left of what's an autumn harvest ale that was prepared, which was a recipe kit prepared by my local homebrew shop. I don't know where they got the recipe from or if they just came up with it on their own, but it's pretty good. It's made with Amarillo hops for bittering and some, crystal hops for aroma added in the last 5 minutes of the boil. Has a nice smell to it. Little bit of bitter in that first sip that you take, but mostly good malty beer, I think. Definitely not something like an IPA or a pale ale. Oh, that's a good one. Anyway, last week I got asked about sanitizing equipment from one of my friends in Australia. He said that he does a lot of heavy washing and hot boiling water. I can only imagine he's soaking everything in the hot water or something, or pouring it on stuff, trying to kill germs. He said he had used sodium metabisulfate or sulfite. I can never remember which one it is. Anyway, said he had used that in the past, but he could never get the smell out. I've never used the substance, so I don't really know anything about it. I know I think you have to rinse off everything after using it, and you have to have a couple minutes of contact time for it to be effective. Anywho, I use a product called Star San. It's about 19 American dollars. It's pretty good stuff. You get about 32 batches with this. You mix 1 ounce with 5 gallons of water. I highly recommend distilled water. I think the solution will last a lot longer in distilled water than tap water. I think there's just too many things in tap water for it to react with. And that depends on your tap water. Tap water is different everywhere. I mean, we don't even have water that tastes the same between two cities where I'm from. But it doesn't cost here. It's fairly cheap to go buy 5 gallons of distilled water. It's like 75 cents a gallon. For those of you that are not in the U.S., to give a frame of reference, probably costs $8 to $10 for a 6-pack of decent craft beer. So that helps you figure out how much things are worth here. Let's see, I've heard of people using products such as what's that? There's a lot of products out there to use for sanitizing. Star San is just my favorite. It does get a little foamy, which they say don't worry about. Which I don't worry about. I let my beer touch the foam. It doesn't hurt anything. I've even read that the yeast will metabolize any of that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt your yeast too much or at all. Heard of people using like household bleach, but it's one of those things you gotta make sure you rinse off, which you don't have to do with Star San. And you can reuse Star San as long as it doesn't get too cloudy, I'm told, or you want to make sure the pH level stays around 2, because it's an acid. It's trying to kill the bugs with its acidity. It's a very effective way of doing it. Probably using bleach, I would assume that you might get some of that bleach smell in your stuff, and that might be annoying to you. I don't know if your beer can leach that at all. I hope not, because you don't want to be drinking that stuff. I recommend just spending the money on Star San. But I think contact time, if you use something like bleach, I think it's like half an hour or something. I don't remember. It's several minutes, while Star San's like 30 seconds. So it's a quick product to use. 5 Star, the company who makes Star San, has other products to use as well, some that aren't as foamy I think they cost a little more. I think I've seen videos of people using like iodine or something. But I've always just used this one product because it came in my starter kit when I first got into homebrewing, and it works really well. So, if you guys have any questions or comments or whatever, you know where to put them, and I'll try to respond to them if I can. Or, I'll find someone who can find the answer. So, happy Homebrew Wednesday. I need to go get another one. See you next week, folks.